birthday horror story, The Haunted Celebration. Once upon a chilling autumn night, a group of friends gathered to celebrate Sarah's 25th birthday. They decided to throw a party in an old mansion that had been abandoned for decades. The mansion was known for its eerie history, and rumors circulated that it was haunted by the vengeful spirit of a woman who died under mysterious circumstances. As the clock struck midnight, the party was in full swing. Music echoed through the decrepit halls. Laughter mingled with the howling wind outside, and flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the walls. Despite the unease that hung in the air, the friends tried to dismiss the eerie atmosphere as mere imagination. The birthday girl, Sarah, was enjoying herself, surrounded by her closest friends. However, as the night wore on, strange things began to happen. Objects inexplicably moved on their own. Cold drafts swept through rooms with closed windows, and unsettling whispers seemed to drift from empty corners. As the group gathered in the grand ballroom for a cake-cutting ceremony, the candles on the cake suddenly extinguished, plunging the room into darkness. Nervous laughter turned to panicked screams when the lights flickered back on, revealing the words "Get Out" scrawled in blood-red icing on the cake. Dread settled over the group, but they tried to rationalize the events, attributing them to their imagination running wild. Sarah, determined not to let anything ruin her birthday, suggested they play a game of hide and seek to lighten the mood. The mansion became a maze of terror as friends hid in dark corners and dusty alcoves. Sarah counted to 100, her voice echoing through the halls. As she ventured deeper into the mansion, searching for her friends, she began to hear whispers, faint, haunting voices that seemed to come from all directions. One by one, the friends were found, each with a look of pure horror etched on their faces, and only Sarah remained to be found. The group split up to search for her. They combed through the mansion, their fear growing with every step. Finally, they reached the grand ballroom, where they found Sarah standing in front of a dusty mirror, her eyes vacant and her hands slowly reaching towards the glass. With a blood-curdling scream, Sarah pressed her hand against the mirror, causing it to ripple like water. The room shook, and the mansion seemed to come alive, walls groaning and shadows dancing. The mirror acted as a portal, and the vengeful spirit that had haunted the mansion for years emerged, her hollow eyes fixed on Sarah. Terrified and helpless, the friends could only watch as the spirit reached out and pulled Sarah into the mirror, her screams echoing and fading into nothingness. The mansion fell silent once again, as if absorbing the horror that had unfolded within its walls. The friends fled, leaving behind the nightmare they had walked into. From that day on, the mansion stood as a grim reminder of the birthday celebration that turned into a terrifying encounter with the supernatural. And so, the legend of the haunted birthday became a cautionary tale, whispered in hushed tones to anyone who dared to consider celebrating in that cursed mansion.
Mommy? Where are you? Are you there? Hello?
Birthday horror story, The Cursed Carnival. In a small town nestled between rolling hills, there stood an annual event that brought both excitement and dread to its residents, the Cursed Carnival. This unsettling fairground only appeared on one night every year, and it coincided with the birthday of a mysterious figure known as the Ringmaster. Emily had always been fascinated by the stories surrounding the Cursed Carnival. She had grown up hearing tales of its eerie attractions and the spine-chilling events that unfolded within its gates. As her 18th birthday approached, she found herself unable to resist the pull of curiosity. She decided to celebrate her birthday by attending the carnival with a group of friends. On the night of her birthday, the group gathered at the entrance of the carnival. The air was thick with an otherworldly energy, and the moon cast an eerie glow over the rides and booths. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, Emily and her friends laughed nervously, convincing themselves that the stories were just superstitions. As they ventured deeper into the carnival, they encountered attractions that defied logic and sent shivers down their spines. A hall of mirrors seemed to distort their reflections into grotesque forms, and a fortune teller's tent revealed chilling prophecies of doom and despair. The laughter gradually gave way to unease, but they pressed on. The centerpiece of the carnival was a towering Ferris wheel, its rusted metal creaking ominously as it turned. Emily's friends were hesitant, but she was determined to conquer her fear and celebrate her birthday in style. She climbed into a rickety carriage, the creaking of the wheel and the distant screams of carnival goers adding to the unsettling ambience. As her carriage reached the top of the Ferris wheel, Emily's heart raced. It was then that she caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the edge of the carnival grounds, a figure in a tattered ringmaster's outfit, bathed in an eerie, ethereal light. The ringmaster's hollow eyes met Emily's, and a sinister grin spread across his face. Suddenly, the Ferris wheel jolted to a stop. Emily's friends screamed from their carriages as well, and panic spread among the crowd. The once faint carnival music turned into a haunting melody that echoed through the night. The sky darkened, and the carnival seemed to come alive with an energy that was both malevolent and intoxicating. Desperate to escape, Emily and her friends attempted to climb down from the Ferris wheel, but with each step they took, the carnival seemed to shift and rearrange itself, trapping them in a nightmarish maze of twisted attractions. Shadows danced around them, and distant screams mingled with maniacal laughter. As the night wore on, Emily and her friends realized they were trapped in a nightmarish loop, unable to escape the clutches of the cursed carnival. The attractions grew more disturbing, and the line between reality and illusion blurred. Time seemed to lose all meaning, and the boundary between life and death became uncertain. Emily's 18th birthday became an eternal nightmare, a tale of horror whispered by those who dared to speak of the cursed carnival. The once vibrant group of friends was never seen again, swallowed by the malevolent carnival and forever trapped in a realm of darkness and despair. And so, the legend of the Cursed Carnival grew, a cautionary tale for anyone tempted to celebrate their birthday under the moonlit sky of that fateful night.